Hello and welcome to the 11th episode of the BAE Sports Podcast. I'm Baylor, paired along with Aaron and Ethan. As always, Aaron, I'm gonna throw you some love. How you doing, my guy?
Really sleepy.
Oh, he's sleepy every episode.
Yes, I am. How are you, Ethan?
Man, I'm stressed. I got a lot of homework I gotta do, but instead I gotta do this with you guys.
It's true.
You guys are keeping me down.
I have some homework
This is
too.
de- this is deja vu. This is exactly how the intro went last episode. I was all up and fiery. Aaron was sleepy as shit, and you were like, "Oh, I got homework. I'm stressed."
Yeah,
Brr.
I
We're the
forgot I was
exact
like
we're the
that last
exact same
week.
people, week in and week out.
Man.
It is currently Thursday, September 29th at 9:33 p.m. First, let's give a quick moment of silence to Tua, who went down with a head injury today. We don't know how he's doing entirely. Hopefully he does well. Let's give a quick 10-second moment of silence. I think that's 10 seconds. No, for hope Tua is doing well. You hate to see anyone go down, especially someone like Tua who's done nothing but good. Like everyone loves Tua. Tua's a fan favorite. He started having a great season, then he goes down with an injury like that. It just sucks to see. Hopefully we'll get more information about it as the night goes on. Week 3 of the NFL is over, and it was a crazy week. It was a very strange week. The Bills, the Chiefs, the Chargers, they all lost. We had the return of the Bengals. We had some really weird games like the 49ers and Broncos. That was 11-10. We have a winless Raiders team now, the only winless team. So it's kind of weird to get a lot of takes from this week, but we tried our best. Aaron is going to start us off with our week 3 takeaways. Aaron wants to talk about the 0-3 Las Vegas Raiders. Take us away, Aaron.
People are starting to overreact again. They choose a team every single year to overreact about. And this year, it is the Las Vegas Raiders. If you look at them, they are obviously 0-3 right now. And so was the 2018 Houston Texans, which was led by Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins and the famous head coach Bill O'Brien. They started out 0-3, and you guys want to guess what they ended with?
Going to the
No.
playoffs.
Yeah, they were 11-5. And they had a
He
crappy.
said no.
They made it pretty far. They went 11-5. That's really impressive, and that's with Bill O'Brien. So now we have a head coach in Josh McDaniels. He was the previous assistant, I think, or offensive coach for
Offensive coordinator.
So if you look at these 3 games, these past 3 weeks, the Raiders and Chargers in week 1, 19-24, one-score game. Week 2, Cardinals versus the Raiders, 29-23 in overtime. And this past week, the Raiders and the Titans, 24-22. Everyone's making a huge deal out of these 3 games, but they don't talk about how it was basically one score away. So if we look at, people talk about the quarterback being the issue. Devontae Adams also has 3 touchdowns, I believe, but Derek Carr, 300 yards, 252 yards, 295 yards, with 6 total touchdowns and 4 interceptions. He's not playing a bad game at all. People are just overreacting already. I still think this might be a stretch, but they could still be a playoff team if coaching flips around, because most of the time, if the talent's there, it has to be the coaching, and we've seen it with many teams, especially the Texans. So I think the Raiders will make a comeback, and that's my takeaway for week 3.
I think that the Las Vegas Raiders, again, they're just in a really tough division. They lost a close one to the Chargers. And the Titans loss is a little concerning me because I am not very high on the Tennessee Titans. I wasn't high into them going into the season, and that just went lower as the seasons went on. But yet every game's been a one-possession game. They were smacking the Cardinals badly. They were winning by 20, right?
Yeah, they had like a 17-point lead by half or something.
And then they let the Cardinals come back. And if they had the talent to destroy the Cardinals like that, They have the talent to stay in with good teams like the Chargers. I agree. It comes down to coaching, making those game time decisions that determines if you're going to win or lose a one-score game. Because often not, if you keep losing one-score games, that means you don't know how to play at the very end. That means you're not a fourth-quarter team, which the Raiders have proven this year they are not a fourth-quarter team. And that comes down a lot to coaching. Derek Carr hasn't looked incredible. And with all his receiving weapons, he should look better than he did last year, adding Devontae Adams. But he really hasn't. I think this Raiders team isn't fully out of it if they were in the NFC. An 0-3 team to get into the playoffs is extremely difficult, but it's even more difficult when you're in a stacked AFC that the Bills and the Dolphins are both going to make it. They've looked like the two best teams in the AFC. That's taking away one wild card spot. You have the Chargers and the Chiefs who are both playing better than the Raiders. That takes away one spot with the wild card. Then you're only left with one wild card left, and you have the Ravens and the Bengals both now looking like the Bengals are keeping up with the Dolphins, and they just smacked the Jets. That leaves none left, and you haven't even talked about the AFC South, which the Colts just beat the Chiefs, so they could get that wild card spot when the Jaguars win the division. So do I think they're fully out? No. Would I be concerned if I was a Raiders fan? I would be slightly concerned because they have to win 9 or 10 games, probably 10 games in the AFC, and they're already down 0-3. So it's going to be tough to finish out the season 10-4, especially playing in this division. But big ball caught by Tyler Boyd. I'm watching the Bengals-Dolphins game here on the side. I do think it's tough, and I have the Raiders going into the playoffs, and I could definitely see them do it, but it's going to be a tough season for the rest of the team.
I'm
Now
gonna
with
add
the
on
team
something
that
real quick. I actually watched some film on Derek Carr this past week. Even though I told you guys I didn't watch any games, I did go back and look at some film on Derek Carr, and the problem is definitely coaching, because when he's making his reads, he only looks at the first read, which I'm sure is a coaching situation, since in the past, with obviously most of the same receivers last year, he was just deciding based on feel and obviously the best situation. So watching him only make his first read and then seeing Devontae Adams open on the left side of the field, it has to do with play calling and the freedom to do whatever he wants. But speaking of good quarterbacks, Baylor loves Trevor Lawrence.
Every week he looks better and better, and it makes me so happy that I've stuck with him so long. Yes, he was the number 1 overall pick, but everyone was writing him out after his rookie season. Mac Jones is better. Davis Mills is better. Justin Fields is better. Trey Lance is going to be better. You're all absolute idiots and frauds, and you don't trust the guy who was a Heisman candidate a freshman year, who won a national championship, who was first overall pick, is one of the greatest QB talents we've ever seen out of college. You doubted him because of one season with Urban Meyer as his head coach. I will not get rid of the Urban Meyer thing. Yes, Ethan.
How many people doubted Trevor Lawrence, and how many people doubted the Jags as a franchise?
A lot.
So I don't think the issue is that people are doubting the guy who went 34-2 in college, and also, where is it? Oh, crap, I had it earlier. He won 41 straight games in high school, and then he went 34-2 in college. And he went to the Jags with Urban Meyer. I don't think people were saying Trevor Lawrence is bad. I think people were saying Urban Meyer and the Jags cannot be trusted to win.
Yeah, but people were saying that those rookie quarterbacks were better than Trevor Lawrence because people were saying, oh, he's had this insane system in college at Clemson with Dabo Swinney. And it's like, oh, he's now on a bad team and he can't perform well. I think that's more of what the problem was, that people were saying, oh, he got handed everything because he was good in high school. In college, he didn't really have to, he has NFL talent all across, and now he's got poor NFL talent playing against good NFL talent. But people are writing him off even coming into this season. I saw a lot of people would have Justin Fields, Mac Jones, Davis Mills over them. Those 3 quarterbacks have looked very bad. And Trevor Lawrence has looked very good. He just threw 3 touchdowns against a good Chargers defense. Yes, I know the Chargers were banged up. They didn't have J.C. Jackson. Joey Bosa was hurt. It's still a good defense. and it's still an NFL defense. Trevor Lawrence played well. And here comes the question. When are we going to start counting Trevor Lawrence as a top 10 quarterback? Right now, is he a top 10 quarterback? I don't know. He's definitely playing better than Kirk. He's playing better than Matthew Stafford. He's playing better than Kyler Murray. Dak's not playing right now. So, I don't know. Maybe he's a top 10 quarterback, but I would say for sure right now he is top 12.
I think that's debatable. I'm not sure. I think it's too early, but here, I'm going to ask you a few quarterbacks to see where you would rank him, because I think you're taking it way too, like, it's too early. It's only week 3.
It is a little early, but it's the talent there. It's what he's producing. It's what I know he's going to produce. So, yeah, let's see. Go through a list of starting quarterbacks. Let's see. I haven't, like, looked at a list. I haven't been like, oh, where do I rank him? I just know he's between 10 and 15. I know he's somewhere in that.
There's a lot of good quarterbacks out there right now.
Okay.
So,
Lay 'em on
would
me.
you Josh Allen or Trevor Lawrence?
Josh Allen.
Why are you hesitating there?
I didn't hesitate at all.
Okay, Lamar
There's
Jackson,
no hesitation. Lamar.
Jalen Hurts.
Oh, God.
What?
Do you know how shocking this is to hear you pause on this?
Trevor Lawrence. I'll take Trevor Lawrence.
The
Jalen Hurts
silence?
has played like an MVP so far.
That's
So
awesome to hear.
that's why he's played awesome. But I'll
That's
take Trevor Lawrence.
ridiculous. That's
Trevor Lawrence.
ridiculous. That's
That I had
ridiculous.
to the number one Trevor Lawrence fanboy had to pause to think about a question about Trevor Lawrence versus a quarterback. That's really good. Hurts is really good. Like Hurts is up there. He's up there. Okay, next guy.
You're on Spotify and you're wondering why it's so silent? It's because me and Ethan are shocked. That is
What?
ridiculous.
Okay.
That is
What is it blasphemy for me to
I think-
say
yes.
Trevor? I don't understand. Like, are you saying like Jalen Hurts is so much better than Trevor Lawrence? Are you saying why would you think that that Jalen Hurts might be better? Why I don't understand. I don't get the vibe of what you guys are saying.
Honestly, I kind of agree with Baylor here. It's so weird to compare Jalen Hurts and Trevor Lawrence, isn't it?
It is.
Why does it feel so weird?
They don't play the same. They're also not in the same position. They're like in completely separate positions. They don't play the same at all. If you were to compare, say, Lamar and Jalen Hurts, that makes more. For some reason, comparing Trevor Lawrence and Lamar makes sense. Comparing Lamar and Jalen makes sense. Comparing Jalen and Trevor is very strange because
Yeah.
we're seeing the two of them finally develop. Jalen Hurts in year 3, Trevor Lawrence in year 2. We're finally seeing them develop. And this isn't just, it's like, this guy's definitely better. It's really hard to tell right now because we're talking about how good they are right now. Don't look at their careers. Look at them how they're playing right now. They both play very different. I think Trevor Lawrence has a much better arm. I think he makes much better decisions. But I think Jalen Hurts has a much better throw on the run. I think he has much better mobility. If I have to pick one of them that has the dog in them right now, it's Jalen Hurts. If I had to pick someone who's him, it's Trevor Lawrence. Like, I don't know
That
why
is
that's
like the dude. You're gonna look back in a year and
it's-
you're gonna be like, that is the most dated thing I could have said.
It probably is, but like right now, it's like, does he have that dog in him? Is he him? I see those as different things. And if I said who has that dog in him,
You're
it's
making
Jalen
this
Hurts.
up.
Who is him? It's Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. Oh, yeah, next
Baylor-
guy. Let's go off. We don't have to keep talking about Jalen Hurts versus Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
Because we're trying to see where I rank Trevor Lawrence.
I just wanted to say Baylor is the Russell Wilson of the podcast. Just cringe. But anyways,
Oh my
Patrick
God.
Mahomes or Trevor Lawrence?
Mahomes.
Kyler
Easily.
Murray? Kyler Murray or
Lawrence.
Trevor?
Trevor Lawrence.
What are you doing, Baylor?
Trevor Lawrence.
right.
I'd
All
rather have Trevor Lawrence right now than Kyler Murray. 100%. Not even a question.
Trevor Lawrence
Like Jalen Hurts is more of a question.
or Deshaun Watson. I want to watch you
Who
two
would I
fight.
rather have? No, I know Deshaun's better. But I would rather have Trevor Lawrence because he's not a terrible human being. But if we're going on who I'd rather have just as like how good they are, Deshaun Watson. But it hurts me to say that. It definitely hurts me to say that.
All right, moving on. What about Joe Burrow?
Trevor Lawrence. I love Joe Burrow. I think I like Joe Burrow more than I like Trevor Lawrence. But this is a QB standpoint. Trevor Lawrence is better than Joe Burrow.
All right,
Give
I
Trevor
guess.
Lawrence, give Trevor Lawrence Jamar Chase and T Higgins and see how well he fucking does. Next quarterback.
They're not going to the Super Bowl.
Right now, I have Trevor Lawrence out of the guys you mentioned at 5th. So let's keep it rolling because he's not
Right.
5th. I'll tell you that he's not 5th.
Tom Brady.
Brady,
All right, Justin Herbert.
Herbert for sure.
Stafford.
Stafford. Right now, Stafford. By the end of the season, that will probably change, but I'll take Stafford. Right now.
That's so confusing. You'd rather have Stafford, but Jalen Hurts is better
Over-
than Stafford.
I would say Jalen Hurts is better than Stafford right now. By the end of the season, yes. But right now, we're talking at this very moment. Jalen
Right,
Hurts and Trevor Lawrence are going to jump up a shit ton by the end of the year, but we're only in week 3. Right now, I'd rather have Stafford.
Okay. Up next, we have Kirk Cousins.
This
Trevor
is good.
Lawrence.
Wow.
Trevor
Wow, the
Lawrence.
Vikings
Kirk-
fan has.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. That's
Okay.
like one of the easier ones.
This is the saddest
I
I've
love
ever
Kirk.
heard
I
Baylor
love
talk about
Kirk.
Kirk Cousins.
It is. It's like I feel bad saying it because
Mhm.
I just like had to talk shit on Joe Burrow and Kirk Cousins, 2 of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. But like it's what it is.
How does
It's
it
what
feel?
it is. Trevor Lawrence,
I know how it
not
feels,
great.
man.
Not,
When you have your 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the league and you got to listen to their slander every week, it's kind of awesome. Ironically,
Yeah.
you're like, wow, this
hey, you
really
got hurt.
blows.
You got Hurts though. Okay, next guy,
Carr.
Trevor Lawrence.
Aaron Rodgers.
That one's Rodgers, most definitely Rodgers.
Russell Wilson.
Damn. I know what Russ is. These first 3 weeks have not been the Russell Wilson that I know. I'm gonna go Russ.
Okay, here's the deal about Russell
I'm
Wilson.
gonna go Russ.
You guys were like, oh, this commercial is so cringe. You know why it's cringe? It's because there's no music in the back.
That is no. I was watching it last night for
Yeah.
the first time, and I was like, why is this so creepy? And then I
But-
watched it the second time. I was like, because there's no music. It's just him in a quiet room.
They know what they're doing. They know Russell Wilson is weird, so they're like, we're gonna make a weird video with Russell Wilson. You think Subway doesn't know what they're doing? They have like 18 billion locations in America. Like, there's one Subway
Yeah.
location for every 3 Americans. We could have our own Subway restaurant. They know what they're doing. They're like, okay, we're just gonna put Russell Wilson in a room with a sandwich, and we're not gonna give him a script, and we're just gonna let him talk. And that's what they did. They
Careful,
honestly,
it's spicy.
Subway is cowardly for taking it down. They should put more money into it, honestly.
They took it down.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't find it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's my
Okay,
that's my
so-
opinion on that.
Subway
1,
did have
2,
Jared
3, 4,
Fogle
5,
too,
6,
so
7, 8, 9. That is true. Maybe Subway's the problem.
They just keep getting
T.
the
Higgins has
weirdos.
been insane this game.
But they do have Charles
All right,
Barkley, so
who's
that's
the-
a W.
That Charles
All right.
Barkley is W.
next up, Tua.
Trevor Lawrence.
It should get easier from here. Let's
Okay.
do Carson Wentz.
Trevor Lawrence. I don't know why I said Tua. Trevor Lawrence.
Jared Goff. Goff looks good.
Lawrence, though. Trevor Lawrence.
I think it would just get. You would just keep saying Trevor Lawrence after this. So where do you have him rank so far?
So right now, I have over Trevor Lawrence. Also, let's say healthy Dak. I'd have Dak.
Pepper.
Healthy Dak. I'll
I would take
put
Trevor.
Dak. I'll put Dak on this list. I think Dak's pretty good. Yes, Ethan?
I was just gonna
You
count
don't
how many
have to-
quarterbacks you were gonna do, but it's been like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. Dak, barely though. Right now, at the end of the season, I'd rather have Lawrence. Russ, right now, probably at the end of the season, I'd rather have Lawrence. Rodgers, Stafford, but at the end of the season, I'd probably rather have Lawrence.
Oh my God, just count.
Herbert, Brady, Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Watson. You
You'd
guys
have
do.
him.
I don't think you guys know how to count.
You'd have him over Kyler.
Yeah, I'd
Yes,
rather
he
have him
did,
over Kyler.
which is ridiculous. He just hates
That's
OU too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have Lawrence at 11 right now. By the end of the year, he will be 7 or 8. He will be 7 or 8 by the end of the year.
That's fair, I guess.
And he's leading the Jaguars to a playoff berth. Are they going to win a playoff game? They're the 7th seeds. They're going to play. Who would they play? Number 3? No, they'd be the 4th seed.
Oh.
They'd be the 4th seed because they won the division. So who would they play? Let me just look up 2022 NFL playoffs because this will help me. It was I gotta type in 2021 because the dates are weird because it's like it happened in 2022 but it's actually 2021 because I don't. It doesn't show the records of who was the 4th seed last year in the AFC? Who was the 4th seed? Was it the Bengals?
I hope you guys are not looking at me. I could not tell you.
Oh, it was the Bengals, right? Yeah, because they were. Yeah. It was the Bengals. They played the Raiders, who were the 7th seed. So 7 plays 4. So they would play whoever the 7th seed is, which I think they could win. Then they would play the 1 seed. I don't know if they're beating the Bills in the playoffs, but I think they could snag a playoff win, which I'm glad to be able to confidently say. I think Trevor Lawrence will be a top 8 quarterback by the end of the year, and he's going to lead to a playoff win. So that's pretty stinking awesome. Speaking of, we're going to take this in a different direction, Aaron. We're going to go jump one. Speaking of second-year quarterback who is really, really fucking good, we're going to talk about another second-year quarterback who's really, really fucking bad. Justin Fields is not a good quarterback. Don't you agree, Aaron?
I'm like torn because I was really high on Justin Fields going into this year. Last season, near the end, the last 3 weeks, he showed a lot of consistency and flashes. Like they were throwing at least 30 times a game. He actually had, he looked like Jalen Hurts kind of in a way. He was actually impressive. I think they won a few games. Darnell Mooney, that's where all the hype came from this year because the last couple of weeks, Mooney and Fields were actually showing some chemistry and wide receiver QB1 type of gameplay. But now Justin Fields looks terrible, and I don't know if it's because he's bad or because of coaching. Again, coaching might be the problem. But if you look at the stats for this year, he's throwing maybe 12 times a game, 8 times a game. And actually, a fun fact, the Bears receiving room only has about 23 receptions. So that means in 3 games, he's completed 23 balls. So he has 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Without watching film, it's hard to know if it's just him or coaching. I don't know. I still really like him. I believe in him, but maybe it's just the Bears organization.
I have it pulled up here. Darnell Mooney, who everyone was like, oh, he's going to break out. He's going to be this awesome number 1 wide receiver. In 3 weeks, he has 4 receptions and 27 yards in 3 weeks. He's averaging like 1.3 receptions a game and less than 10 yards a game. And Justin Fields, right now the Bears are 2-1, but they're probably the worst 2-1 team I have ever seen, or one of the worst 2-1 teams I've ever seen.
Who have
that
they
game
played?
against the 49ers, 49ers, Packers, and Texans. Against the 49ers, they won 19-10, but that was the tsunami game. That was the game that the entire field was just covered in water the entire time. Against the Packers, they lost 27-10, and then they beat the Texans, who I think is probably the worst team in the NFL, 23-20. Against the 49ers, Justin Fields threw 17 times for 8 completions, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Against the Packers, Fields threw 11 times, completing 7 of his passes for 0 touchdowns and 1 interception. And his worst game yet, against the Texans, one of the worst teams in the league, he threw the ball 17 times, had 8 completions, 106 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. He's not good. He's ridiculously not good. Like, it's actually kind of crazy how not good he is. Like, I don't even, like, he's got the athleticism to be a good quarterback. What has he done? What has he done rushing? He's got 1 rushing touchdown.
Yes.
And he's had 47 rushing yards, 20 and 28. So, I mean, like, he's not even, like, doing it well on the ground either. He's not got the offensive line to protect them. He doesn't really have the weapons, because if we even want to call Darnell Mooney a weapon, like, I think there's wide receiver 3s that are better than Darnell Mooney, and his other weapons aren't anything else. But again, it's all about making something of your situation. Like, look at other quarterbacks that have had to deal with terrible garbage situations, and they've somehow managed to do it. A lot of it's also coaching in the organization and getting him those weapons. I talked about it in a video I did during the draft season. After the draft, I think I had the Bears having the third worst draft in the league, because they didn't spend any picks to get a receiver or an offensive lineman till the 4th round, I believe, and they just took defensive guys. And that obviously hasn't worked, because their defense let up 20 points to the Texans, 27 points to the Packers, and 19 points to the 49ers in that in the rain game. So, I mean, like, the organization's absolute dog shit. They haven't had they don't have a good coach. I forgot who he is. He's some defensive-minded head coach. When they could have had so many better options to get someone that could maximize Justin Fields' talents, they didn't. They went and got a defensive guy when they have a second-year quarterback who has not shown that he's good, has no weapons, and has no offensive line. So I think it's a combination of Justin Fields not being good, as well as his situation just being horrendous. Next up, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now, we're 3 weeks in, and we made our picks for who we think the Offensive Rookie of the Years are, but a little bit has changed. I'm still going to take Dameon Pierce. He had kind of his game this week, but Aaron wants to change up his pick. He's got someone else he has in mind.
So last week, I took a receiver based off volume, and it was Drake London. He was doing pretty solid the first 2 weeks, but a different receiver has really emerged. Like, he's putting up, I wouldn't say crazy, but I don't know how no one has talked about it. The media has not covered anything about this wide receiver. I mean, there's so many good ones in this class, but it's not Garrett Wilson, but it's Chris Olave, who we all expected to be the best receiver in this class. He had 13 targets in week 3 and 13 targets in week 2, which are wide receiver 1 numbers. That's how you know Jameis trusts him to be the wide receiver 1. He had 9 receptions week 3 and 5 receptions the week before, combined for over 200 yards. He's looking like he could replace Michael Thomas as the number 1 receiver in New Orleans. I mean, he just has that talent. He could be that guy. If he continues to get 13 targets a game, or anywhere near 8 to 13, he's definitely going to put up numbers, and he'll run away with Rookie of the Year. Not Dameon Pierce, because Dameon Pierce is not good, but that's my Rookie of the Year pick.
Rookie of the Year. Chris Olave has looked tremendous, and it is crazy to say that even in the first 2 weeks, we saw Michael Thomas play incredibly well. It's like, Michael Thomas might be the guy he was back when he was an elite receiver, and it's crazy to think that someone else is getting more target share than he is. You said we all had Chris Olave as the best receiver out of this class.
You had Traylon Burks.
I didn't have Chris Olave in my top 5 receivers in the class. I had Traylon Burks as 1, Drake London as 2, I think I had Garrett Wilson at 3, Jamison Williams at 4, George Pickens at 5, but Chris Olave was 6. But he is doing incredibly well. Speaking of incredibly well, we got one more topic, and then we're gonna do a fun fantasy football draft. Except it's not football.
I'm claiming that last. That's my thing. I'm gonna be like, this
That's
is
Ethan's
Ethan's
segment.
corner. This is my segment.
This is Ethan's corner. So before that,
we'll get into
we
it.
still have one left thing. I want to talk about the Dallas Cowboys and how they're not done. Dak got hurt in week 1, and everyone's like, the Cowboys are done. Dak's out 6 weeks. This Cowboys team isn't good enough without Dak to compete. They said fuck that, and they're 2-1 right now. With Cooper Rush, who I personally despise because he beat the Vikings last year. With Cooper Rush, who's actually looked pretty darn good. CeeDee Lamb has, after that abysmal week 1, has sped up. These last 2 weeks he's looked incredible. The offensive line looks still pretty good, like it always does with the Cowboys. Tyler Smith, the rookie offensive tackle I'm talking about for the second week in a row, looks absolutely incredible. The defense looks phenomenal. Trevon Diggs got his signature 200 yards let up and 1 game-winning interception that he normally gets. And Micah Parsons is the defensive player of the year right now, and I don't think it's very close. I think the Cowboys are still pretty in it. Are they going to win the division? No, that's the Eagles to win. It's the Eagles to lose at this point. I looked over. Teddy Bridgewater just threw a interception. There's 3 minutes left. The Dolphins are losing by 5. The Bengals are probably going to win. Ethan, you were the only person in this who had the Bengals winning, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Ethan absolutely demolished us in picks last week. I went 3 for 14. No, it was 3 for 13. 3 and 13 or 4 and it was 3 and 13.
That's hilarious.
It was terrible.
What did I get?
You did pretty bad too, Aaron. You did pretty bad too.
Not that bad. There's no way I did
Not
that bad.
that bad. Ethan
Okay.
definitely did bad.
Do you guys want me to tell you my rules for who I pick?
Yeah.
I just look at the game, and whatever pops in my head first is who I put down. Like, who is...
The gut reaction.
Yeah. And I have a few other rules, like, I'm never going to pick a New York team, and most of the time I'm going to pick an OU quarterback team, just because I would feel bad for, picking against them.
Do you mean New York as in, the two
New York City
teams?
yeah. I'm not including Buffalo in that. But other than that, it's totally vibes-based.
That's fair. That's how I should pick it. Me and Aaron both picked the Jags in the greatest upset of the year.
Mm-hmm.
When we were right on that, Aaron, it's going to be when it's 38.
Hey,
10.
You got to celebrate your wins when you get them.
That's true.
Taylor,
we're going to pull up.
What was your record for this week?
3 and 13.
Why don't you bring up your other 2 wins, huh?
No. This was the game. This was the week. This was the upset week where any upset that happened. I picked every other upset that didn't happen. We're actually going to look at this because this actually kind of made me a little mad because I was looking out. I was counting my fucking wins and losses so I could tweet out our picks for the week, and I looked at mine from last week. I had 3 upsets. Jets over Bengals didn't hit. Texans over Bears didn't hit. Cardinals over Rams didn't hit. Almost every single game that was supposed to be close, I got the opposite. I had Steelers over Browns. The Browns destroyed. Dolphins upset the Bills. Titans upset the Raiders. Panthers upset the Saints. Jaguars upset the Chargers. Falcons upset the Seahawks.
Okay, I had the Falcons winning.
and the Colts upset the Chiefs. So like every single upset that I didn't pick happened, and every upset I picked didn't happen. So that happens. So we're going Jags beating the Chargers. Jags beating the Eagles. Aaron had the same idea. I thought I was going to be alone on that, but it is what it is. I'm looking to make a massive comeback this week. Now that we're done with our Week 3 NFL takeaways, I'm going to send it over to Ethan.
All
Quite
right.
a fun little idea for the rest of this podcast.
Welcome to Ethan's Corner. College football made me sad this week, so I'm not going to talk about it. Instead, we were trying to figure out how to fill the time for the last bit of our show, and we decided to do a fantasy draft. And for this fantasy draft, I want you guys to imagine it's your work break. You work on a very busy intersection. You work 5 days a week. I need you to think of the 5 dream restaurants, fast food chains, to have walking distance from your job so you can go on break and you can have something good every day. But you only get 5, and if you don't have any of those 5, you cannot eat there. So we're going to go in BAE Sports order. No, sorry. I clarify. We're going to go clockwise. We'll start with Aaron. I'm going to go last because I've built my big board and I know I'm going to beat you guys.
You guys made a big board?
I did.
Or you did?
Yeah.
Aaron probably didn't. I didn't either. But I have
not.
5 in mind that I want.
Okay, so I'm going first.
Yes, you
Aaron,
are.
you're going first. With the first overall pick in the 2022 fast food.
Also, I'm building. I have a little
draft.
spreadsheet in the corner as well. So on the YouTube stream, you guys are going to be able to see us fill out our restaurants.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah,
You
I'll
are?
type it out for you guys.
Okay. Wait. So
Right.
so the aspect is not the 3 of us.
It's in the corner. I'm pointing at it right now. So
Oh,
don't
okay,
even worry about
okay.
it.
I don't see it.
They don't see it, but
I'll
I
take
do.
your word for it. I don't see it, but I'll take your word for it. So Aaron, start us off with the first overall pick.
With the first overall pick in the fast food fantasy draft, I will be taking, hopefully, the unanimous pick, Chick-fil-A.
Ooh, I actually disagree with that
Chick-fil-A.
pick, but only because at my campus we have the only all-you-can-eat Chick-fil-A, and I eat it and I feel nothing from it. So I had it on my board, but super low down.
I am kind of also with Ethan. We also have a Chick-fil-A here on campus, and I ate there last year 3 to 4 times a week.
Yeah, same.
And I gained 20 pounds, and then so I had to lose all that, which I did. I lost all that this summer. Big, swole and strong. And in the summer, though, I also worked right next to a Chick-fil-A.
Oh my
where
god.
I would, if I had a lunch break, which was 2 of the 5 shifts I worked, I'd go to Chick-fil-A. So I have not had Chick-fil-A since then. I'm pretty desensitized to it, so it was on my list, but I would have only picked it if it made it to the 4th round, which I knew it wasn't. So
Dang,
for my
so
pick
I
first,
overdid it.
for my you kind of, but I mean it's Chick-fil-A. If you had 2 random people in here with me and Ethan, they'd probably pick Chick-fil-A first. I don't know. Ethan will probably take. I don't know if he's gonna take this. I'm just gonna take my favorite fast food place
Okay.
with my first pick, with the second overall pick in the fast food fantasy draft. I'm taking Whataburger.
I had that
taking
number 1 on my
Whataburger.
board.
Yes, let's go.
But here's the deal.
Here's the thing.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, I feel like not a lot of because we forget our viewers aren't just from Oklahoma like we are. Because the Whataburger is just a Midwest. I don't even know if Midwest. I'd say South,
Texas.
because there's a shit ton in Texas.
Yeah.
It's like a South thing. And there's some in Florida too. So I think it's just a South thing. It's
Florida viewer?
No. I'm saying it's also in Florida. I don't know if we have a Florida viewer. I'm saying
If you're a
it's also
Florida
in
viewer,
so
comment in the comment section
comment
Praying
down
for
below
you.
that you're a
and give it a
Florida
like
viewer.
and
Say if-
subscribe.
And,
Be safe.
and tell us if you like Whataburger. Oh yes, be safe. Be safe with stupid
Oh, yeah.
fucking Ian.
I forgot about
That
that.
pisses me off that they call him dumbass names like Ian. If your name's Ian, I'm not sorry. But Whataburger is kind of it's a burger place.
Dude,
It's
Whataburger is so
Whataburger.
good.
You get a burger. I
Christ.
get the I haven't had a Whataburger in a while. There's one a few miles from me, but I haven't got there in a while because I make most of my food. But if I had to, Whataburger's my number one. Great fries, great burger, great environment. Just a great environment.
Look,
Ethan, on to your pick.
I had 3 round 1 picks because I was like, just in case I need to have something here. And luckily, only one of them were taken, so I get to go with my number 2 option, which is still elite. And I'll get to that. But I am sad you got Whataburger. I was really hoping I'd get that, but I knew it wasn't going to go past you. So with my
I
first
love
pick,
Whataburger so much.
I'm going with In-N-Out.
Damn it! God damn it! I love
Because
In-N-Out. I've only been twice though. But
I've
love
gone
it.
19, 20 years of my life now without having a reliable In-N-Out near me. So if I have an In-N-Out down the street, it's over. Like, I'm going to gain 50 pounds, and it's
Yeah.
going to happen. But,
Dude, In-N-Out is so good.
dude, it's so good. And then people from California are like, oh, it's not that good, actually. And you're like, dude, shut up. You're
Shut the
so
fuck up.
spoiled.
You have an In-N-Out around your corner.
Oh, it's
Yeah, you
80
are
degrees
spoiled.
every day. I hate it. Grow up, right?
Sucks to suck.
Dude.
Sucks to have 80
So,
degree weather
In-N-Out
every day,
haters
like
are the
we've had for last,
worst.
3 weeks. Yeah, they are.
Okay, that's my spiel. Aaron, you're on the clock.
I don't know like how you guys are thinking of these. Maybe I just have a terrible list pulled up. But I definitely would have taken In-N-Out if I could have. But
Yeah.
with the 4th pick, this might be extreme reach. But I really.
Aaron's reaching for sure.
What do you mean? Do you know what I'm picking?
No, I just know you're gonna reach.
I mean, this is personal preference. I really like this place, so I'm gonna go for it. I will be taking Freddy's with the 4th pick.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I do not have
that's
that
a-
on my board.
That would have been, I think, my 3rd. I think it would probably, like, I was hoping to see if it went to 3rd.
Mhm.
But, like, you got a good chicken place, you got a good burger place. So, that's not a bad pick at all. With my 2nd overall pick,
I don't want you to steal mine. I have such a good one here.
I'm debating on 2. I know the other one's probably not going to get to me. And I'm just going to choose personal preference. I already have a burger place, though. I shouldn't have picked another burger place.
Yeah, you can't go too heavy on one position. That's important.
Oh my God!
I'm
Baylor,
not going
Baylor,
to. I'm what?
Baylor, you remember that place when we were hanging out in the summer that you really wanted to go to, like over and over? Is this
That's not fast food though.
Oh, that's not fast food.
That's it.
That's not fast
They
food.
don't have a drive-through.
I wouldn't call
It has to be drive-through.
I think that's a good qualifier.
B-dubs probably would have been my first place, but I don't. It's not fast food. Like you go to B. Like think if you're just like taking out, you're not gonna go to B-dubs. You're gonna go to You're gonna go like
Wingstop.
drive. Wingstop's not even really fast food either. I'd say because you most of the time would sit down. I wouldn't call B-dubs fast food. It would be like top of my list though. I love B-dubs. 2. This is going to be a reach, but I'm thinking positional value.
Okay.
I got my wide receiver.
I'm
in
so
the burger.
nervous.
I need my quarterback. And like you can get a lot of good chicken places and burger places, so the list is deep. But you're not gonna get a good Tex-Mex place like Taco Bell.
Fuck!
Taco Bell.
No!
Taco Bell at 2. Take a Taco Bell at 2. Live
eats
Mas.
Taco Bell?
Dude,
bro.
I actually have to look at my board real
Him.
quick, which is on the same as this. Actually,
go.
I'm gonna make a different. Hang on, let me make a different window so I don't have to spoil this.
The thought process was I get my
Dude.
favorite first, which is Whataburger. Taco Bell's probably not my top 5 favorite, but I can't just stack my place with burger and chicken places because I'm gonna get sick of it. Taco Bell bean burrito for like $2.
Dude,
Elite.
I
With the
actually
Baja
kind of hate
Blast.
you for that. I'm so mad. I was like, this is the one pick that if someone takes it, I'm screwed. And
Let's
you took it
go.
one before me. But
W.
I
I
have
took both your picks right before you. I sniped you.
You did snipe me. Okay. This is going to be a reach, but it's because I know everything else is going to be safe. I'm going to go with Little Caesars.
Ew.
Because y'all are going to be like, oh, I want to get a quick
That-
pizza. And you're going to be like, I have to
I
get a
never
pizza
thought of-
spot. Yeah, it's like
I
a good
never
tight
thought of
end.
Little Caesars.
I like
never
Little
thought of
Caesars
That's like the one fast food pizza place.
because you're like, especially if I have a
Wait,
weekend by myself, Friday afternoon, I'm buying myself a pizza and I'm just like clearing myself out. So that's like my Friday afternoon place on this list.
You just gave me an idea.
Well, before Baylor,
Don't think about it too much though.
he's thinking a lot. So with my next pick, I will be following in the steps of Ethan
You
before the
bitch! I swear to God.
before this position is unavailable. I will be taking. Actually, I think we have different ones in mind. You seem like a okay. I'm a Domino's guy. I will be taking Domino's, and Baylor
Okay.
wants Pizza Hut.
No, I wanted Domino's.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
I wanted Domino's. I'm not taking Pizza Hut. Fuck that shit.
Tragedy.
I wasn't thinking pizza when Ethan said pizza. I'm like, the only one I'm picking is Domino's. You
Yeah, me too.
motherfucker. You motherfucker.
No, I was thinking about Domino's way before Ethan picked that.
That's fair. I'm not picking a pizza place then, I don't think. Because Domino's is like the only one I was actually like thinking when he said pizza. So I think I might just go good chicken place, but I think that's a sleeper. So I think I might save that. You know what? We're taking the fucking Swiss Army knife. We're taking the Taysom Hill. We're taking the universally loved. We're taking McDonald's. in
Dude,
third.
you've taken all of my picks every round so far.
You got
Sure.
burgers. You got chicken. You got breakfast. You got the best French fries. You got the McFlurry when their machine's working. It's the Swiss Army knife. He's Taysom Hill. He plays every position. He'll play wide receiver, running back, quarterback. He'll line up at 10. He'll play some defense. Taking McDonald's. Safest pick on the board. I wasn't
Dude.
letting that fall. I like more like McDonald's is also probably not in my top 5, but I'm thinking strategy based. I think I'm getting my number 2.
Now you
That's,
do have
like,
2 burger places
behind
on your
Whataburger.
board.
I'm not taking another burger place.
So
I'm good. I'm not taking another burger place. I also got Taco Bell.
I didn't think McDonald's was gonna fall this far. So that I originally wasn't gonna have them in my lineup, but I was like, well, I see that they're available, so I was gonna go for it. However, I'm probably just gonna go with my original pick here, which is gonna be Arby's. A lot of people hate on Arby's. A lot of people hate on
You're
Arby's.
joking. You're joking.
I'm not joking.
Aaron, look at.
The curly fries are solid.
Curly fries are solid. Their roast beef sandwiches are good.
Oh my God.
Dude,
You didn't
back
just
in high
say
school, I would
Arby's.
go to Arby's once or twice a week. Honestly, I love Arby's.
It's keeping them in business.
I am.
That's what I'm
Dude,
thinking.
that is
And
so.
I need you to look at my variety right now. If you're sick of burgers, awesome. You still have Arby's. If you're sick of roast beef,
No,
you still
you
have
have
Little
good
Caesars.
variety. You
Like-
have good variety.
Yeah,
Ooh, shit. I think I fucked
If-
up actually picking McDonald's. Now that I put up a list because I'm actually like,
dude,
we're
the
getting to the
spacing
point where I
on my
don't
team is
know.
elite, and it's going to be elite because you
Shit,
guys are
I
not
think I
taking my
fucked
last
up.
2 picks.
Well,
Yeah, I think I fucked up.
I would say Arby's could have dropped to like the 12th round if we were to go
Okay.
that far.
I have 2 picks that you guys are never going to get, so it's I might as well take them just in case.
Okay.
All right, am I gonna go now?
Yes, it is your turn,
Yeah.
my friend.
All right, you see, I think everything I pick is a stretch, but this place,
Please no. Please.
I don't think we like the same things, Baylor. So I don't worry
Okay.
about it. This place is like an upgrade of McDonald's in a
Oh,
way.
thank God. Oh no. No. No.
Bro,
Fuck.
Do you already know? I can't tell.
Oh.
But they have really, really good ice cream.
Oh, what the fuck? No, you're not picking Dairy Queen. You are not picking Dairy Queen right now. No fucking way you're picking
He's
Dairy
not picking
Queen.
Dairy Queen.
Picking Brahms.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Hey,
Never
I had
mind.
Brahms as one of my like number 1 picks, but In-N-Out covered that. So that's
I
a good
wasn't
pick.
gonna pick
Panicking.
Brahms. Dude,
Baylor
I
was
thought-
shaking.
I was scared.
Dude, Brahms is such a good pick, especially in the 4th round.
Yeah, it is pretty good. They do a good. Again, I think Brahms is only a South thing.
Mhm.
I don't think that. Well, Brahms is ice cream. Really, it's like the best
Yeah.
place if you're in Oklahoma to get ice cream. It's better than Baskin Robbins.
I've never had
people
Ben and
know.
Jerry's in my life because I always get Brahms.
Brahms is better than Ben and Jerry's. Brahms is elite
Yeah.
ice cream, and they got decent burgers. They got terrible fries though. Their fries are god awful.
They're so
Um,
good.
I'm at the number 4,
Mhm.
and I got my receiver, my elite receiver. I got my Stephon Diggs and Whataburger. I got my sneaky athletic quarterback. I got my Jalen Hurts and Taco Bell. I got my all-around amazing running back, we'll say, my Nick Chubb and Whataburger. But now we got to get that tight end. We got to get that George Kittle, that Travis Kelce. I'm taking Panda Express.
Dude.
That's racist.
I had
How's
them on
that
my
racist?
list as well.
I'm here, bro.
I'm taking Panda Express, dude. I can't believe I should have picked that with my third. I can't believe it fell. Taking
They're
Taco Bell
not that
too is-
good.
Taking Taco. This isn't. Oh my god! I'm gonna sit down and have the best meal of my life. It's having diverse meal options on
This
your
guy's
break
calling
from-
Panda
on your
Express
20-minute break from
diversity.
work. Well, it's different than Taco Bell, Whataburger, and McDonald's.
Nah, dude, I had them on my list, but I was like, I think there are other places I can go, but that was on my board.
Fair enough.
It was an idea I explored. But here's the deal. I'm going to go with a restaurant I don't think either of you guys have heard of, because if I'm going to be stuck at
Why would you
this-
pick it at 5 then? If you don't think me and Aaron even know what it is, why would you pick it at
Because I have
4?
2 of them, and you're not getting either of them.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
stuck in this parking lot, and I have 5 restaurants. I'm picking some stuff that I've never had before, but I've only heard good things about. Because then that's going to be new for me, and I'm just constantly going to be like, oh my god, haven't had this for 20 years. I'm going with Bojangles as my chicken.
No fucking way. God, I was going to pick Bojangles.
The hell's that?
It's in the, like, Atlantic Coastal Conference area. It's like
my
North Carolina
God.
based, like how Brahms is Oklahoma based. Bojangles is North Carolina. It's like
That's
Popeyes.
so funny.
That pisses me off. I'm pretty sure
I
we
almost went with Popeyes here, but every single time I go to Popeyes, the line is 45 minutes long, and I can't do that on my imaginary lunch break. So I need to go with Bojangles here. It's spicy chicken, seasoned like spicy chicken, and I've never had it before.
Bojangles. I also, I'm with you, Ethan. I have heard so many good things about Bojangles from people. And we were on when my family went to Florida this summer, we drove and we passed a Bojangles, and I was like, holy fucking shit, it's I started freaking out.
Yeah.
And I woke Bryson and Omar, because Omar went with us. Bryson's my brother and Omar's his friend. And they got mad at me because I woke them up and I was like, guys, it's Bojangles. And my brother, who has heard me talk about Bojangles, he was like, let's get Bojangles. I was like, let's fucking get Bojangles. They were closed.
That's awesome.
I was at a Bojangles and they were
Yeah.
closed. So, damn it. I wanted Bojangles. I was going to pick that at 5.
All right, Aaron.
Damn.
This is your final
Damn.
piece to the puzzle.
All right. Aaron has
Final?
Chick-fil-A.
You want to do
you only
more?
Get 5. You only get 5.
Come on, let's keep going. I want to see the
let's go
depth.
All right, 7. Do we want to increase it to 7? I think more than 7's. Wow, what is your intersection? I think 7's. All right, we'll increase it to 7.
Okay.
We'll increase it to 7.
We're at 53 minutes, by the way.
That's okay. We can make
Okay.
this a long episode.
Okay. We'll go to 7, but now I have to prep a little bit more.
All right, I'm already prepped.
Okay.
I have a list of 50. Okay.
Oh
so
my
to clarify,
God.
Aaron has Chick-fil-A, a chicken place, Freddy's, a burger place, Domino's, a pizza place, and Brahms for ice cream. What is your 5th pick?
With the 5th pick, I'm currently stuck. I'm so scared that the other one's gonna be gone, but I need variety. So no, I don't know. Okay, so here's the deal. I don't really like this place. They have a
Why
lot
would
of
you pick it? Why would you pick it?
You said it's the intersection, so
Mhm.
I gotta
You
survive.
still- But why would you pick it if you don't like it?
Cause they got protein.
Okay.
Oh.
I know you don't like. I'm gonna guess what you're gonna pick.
So we're going with Chipotle.
Yeah. I
Okay.
thought it was Chipotle. You don't like Chipotle? You actually don't like
No.
Chipotle?
I don't like
What the
Chipotle.
Damn. Now we have 3 more picks on the board. So I can start getting. We now have 7 overall picks. So I can start getting deep with this. This episode is definitely being prioritized as a fast food draft now, Aaron. So you're gonna have to figure out how to do a fun thumbnail with that.
Okay, You need to do a Photoshop of like Ronald McDonald in a football uniform or some bullshit.
Bro.
Oh my God! Please do.
I'm not doing
We will both pay you $5, right?
No, you won't. No.
Just put like, I don't know. We'll think about it.
Yeah.
We'll think about this. You get like a day and a half because I want this up Saturday. But like, we can't just like smack a football player on here. Week 3 takeaways. Fast food fantasy draft. And then we have to have like a football player on it though, so it's like
We should just be a fantasy draft podcast.
Yeah, just only do this. Okay, so back to it. I have the 5th pick. I got Whataburger, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Panda Express. I got to take like the best player on the board now. Now that I have room with my last 2 picks to go depth and to go like diversity, I'm gonna just take the number 2 overall fast food place in America, according to this list. Is the food amazing? I've never had the food. Can I get some sweet treats there? Yeah. Are they gonna like? I had McDonald's for my coffee. I'm changing that. Get some coffee in before an 8 a.m. shift. I'm gonna go Starbucks at 5.
See, I was avoiding doing the coffee places because I didn't know if they counted, but I think they definitely do. I was just not counting them because they're not food. But now that we have 7, I'm okay with expanding.
We have 7. Yeah, we have 7 now.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up getting a pizza. I'll probably pick a pizza place at 7 because there's no way you 2 pick a pizza place again. That's like drafting 2 kickers. You don't do it.
Yeah. So for me, this gets difficult because there are now 2 positions of need now that coffee is in the game. And Starbucks is good. I like Starbucks. But I think I'm going to go with a coffee place here, and a coffee place that's for the people. It's a working man's coffee. It's cheap. It's like $3 and you get twice as much coffee as you get at Starbucks. That's right.
That's fair.
I'm talking about Dunkin'.
Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkaccino.
I didn't have Dunkin' until this summer, and then it blew my mind.
Dude, Aaron doesn't have a good coffee place. What's the next best coffee place?
I'll let you know.
Dude, I don't even know. No way you pick a coffee place right now.
Well, before Aaron picks, neither of us are picking another coffee place. We filled that position.
Yeah.
So
What do you just wait
you
till
can,
your
you
last
can
pick,
wait.
Aaron?
That's so true. Thank you for mentioning that.
It's like when Aaron picked a place he doesn't like in the 5th round.
Yeah.
Because he's like, protein.
Wait, I didn't want any of you to take it.
I
don't like Chipotle.
I like
Exactly.
Chipotle.
Okay.
I know Baylor likes it.
He said
Okay.
exactly.
All right, with my next pick, I'm still thinking because I need variety at this
I got
point.
3 places I'm looking at.
I might have to go. This is making me think a lot. I'm struggling. Like, food is important.
Yeah.
This place is so like limited with their options. So I will be instead, even though I've never had it before.
I know.
I've heard it. I've heard it's really good. So I'm gonna go with Jersey Mike's.
That's a terrible pick.
Oh my God, that was
Jersey
horrendous.
Mike's
Good.
blows.
You had Jimmy John's there, and you picked Jersey Mike's.
I've heard good things about
Okay.
both.
I'm now looking at my big board, and I see 3 places that I love. And none of them are pizza places, so I'm saying fuck it. If I'm going to work, I'm not eating pizza. I'm here at pick 6. I have burgers. I have burritos. I have chicken nuggets. I have orange chicken, and I have coffee. That's all I need. Now, what if I'm feeling like I don't need that much on my break? Or my break is too short that I can't get something that will take me a while to eat? I'm talking soup. You know who makes a mean French onion soup?
Are you going Panera?
I'm taking Panera Bread.
I went to Panera today. Honestly, Panera is slowly growing on me.
I kind of fuck with Panera. When I was like starting my don't eat so much fast food,
Mm-hmm.
I was substituting that with Panera, and I'd get a lot of salads there and soups there. It's not amazing. Like it wouldn't be in my top 10 favorite fast food places, but I'm drafting it for its variety and how it's different than others. I want a soup, I want something healthy, I can go there. I'm not going to get something healthy at Starbucks, Pan Express, McDonald's, Taco Bell, or Whataburger. So I got to have some health. It's like when Aaron picked Chipotle. He didn't pick it because he liked it. He picked it because it was healthy.
Now, you're kind of a nerd for caring about healthy things. If you look at my list of In-N-Out, Little Caesars, Arby's, Bojangles, and Dunkin', like, I'm going to get diabetes, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I have one gap that none of us have actually filled yet, and this could technically be my healthy pick, but I classified it as the sandwich position. I'm going to go with Firehouse Subs.
That's pretty good. That's a good one.
Really?
That's better than Jersey Mike's.
If I wanted a more cost-efficient option, I'd probably go Subway here, but I think Firehouse Subs is more valuable than Subway. I think it tastes better, and with Firehouse Subs, at least I feel like I'm saving a firefighter's life or something. Shout out to Will.
Shout out to Will.
But
he's not dead. I don't know why I pointed to the ceiling.
I'm going with Firehouse here, and you guys are not taking my last pick, so I'm pretty happy with that. And also, I get to make you guys think about sandwiches. Although, no, you went with Jersey Mike's. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
but yes,
Aaron went
this is
Jersey
your last
Mike's.
pick.
It's my last pick.
It's your last pick.
Last pick.
This is hard because I want to fill in a gap, but this is a huge steal, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this is important. So I guess I will go with Krispy Kreme.
Oh, that's so clutch.
Damn. Krispy Kreme. Donuts on your break.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I have Dunkin' though, so like I guess I don't have to worry about that.
I'm sitting here in round 7, last round of the fast food fantasy draft.
It's time for you to get your Tom Brady.
The triple F draft. I'm thinking about it. So I got burger and Whataburger. I got burrito and Taco Bell. I got chicken and burger in McDonald's because I switched between them on that. I got chicken and rice with Panda Express. I got coffee, Starbucks, and sweet treats like the little cake pops. And I got soup and salad with Panera, as well as sandwich.
Dude, Panera has desserts too.
Yeah, I haven't had any though. I haven't had any of the pastries.
These are good.
Yeah.
But I'm not picking pizza because pizza for me is not a lunch thing. I only wanted Domino's. I'm not picking fish. This is what Long John Silver's. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I'm doubling up. I'm going to double up.
Before you pick, I'm going to argue with you here. Like, if this isn't just for lunch breaks. This is like the only fast food restaurants you get to go to. Like, if you're hosting a party, you're not having pizza because you don't have anywhere to get it.
That's true.
If Aaron's hosting a party, he says, I'm getting Domino's. I got Little Caesars. I got that crazy bread.
Yeah,
you're going to be like, I guess I'll buy $200 worth of Panda Express.
You're making me rethink this.
I know. I wanted to. I want to cause you mental anguish.
Pizza Hut is staring at me right now. I'm just eye with Pizza Hut.
You have Papa John's, but he has character issues off the field.
I'm not picking Papa John's. It's got an asterisk next to it. Not a lot of these have asterisks. I don't know what that means.
Character clause.
Okay. I'm debating on 3 right now. You got me looking at Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
But as well, you got me looking at Wendy's. And you got me looking at KFC. And I love those two dearly.
Those are all shitty picks, honestly. Those are all round 7 picks.
Who says I'm going to eat Wendy's today?
I love Wendy's. I like Wendy's more than McDonald's. I picked McDonald's because it has more. I'm at a standstill. I love KFC.
Do you
I'm looking at KFC.
These nuts fit in your mouth?
I guess if I were to help you make that pick, it's throw Wendy's out the window, but you don't have fried chicken on your list.
There's no way I'm picking Wendy's because I have McDonald's because they're basically one and the same. They both do the same thing except Wendy's does some things better, McDonald's do some things better.
You know what? I'm going to help you here.
I don't have
I'm
going to
help
chicken.
you.
Right.
Aaron doesn't want me to because
you're going to make a trade?
No.
There's a steal.
Dude, Canes. I'm not picking them.
No, I don't.
No?
I'm like the one person in Oklahoma who actually just doesn't like Canes.
Yes, you do. We went to Canes after Into the Spider-Verse. You remember that?
Into the Spider-Verse was 2018.
Yeah, that was like a year ago.
Oh. That was 4 years ago. No,
You guys want
I
to get
like-
Canes?
we don't live in the same. None of us live in the same city.
Let's go this weekend.
But I'm not gonna
Honestly,
be
I
at-
might
I don't-
Saturday. Are you not going to be in
I don't-
town?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I will next weekend. I'm not going to this weekend.
Dude, whoever's listening to this podcast
Maybe,
at this point must be
maybe.
so bored because I'm not letting you make your last pick. I just keep interrupting
I know. I might come down this weekend. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it. Okay.
Be gone.
I do realize I don't actually have fried chicken. I got chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and then I'm not going to get chicken tenders at Whataburger. As much as I would love to get pizza, and it sucks to lose pizza, I think I kind of fucked up going Starbucks. I have to have chicken tenders. I don't have chicken tenders on my list. Like McDonald's and Whataburger chicken tenders are not great. Fuck.
How are we a football podcast?
I think I might have fucked up not picking a pizza place early.
Dude.
But I'm gonna go with KFC as my last pick.
That's kind of a terrible pick.
I'm going to not go with Pizza Hut because I wasn't able to get Domino's, which I wanted.
Pick Popeyes.
KFC is my favorite place if I'm going to get chicken, so I will stick with KFC as my last pick.
So with my final pick, I'm going with a regional place that y'all have not heard of. It's called Culver's. Up in the Midwest.
Shit! I know Culver's.
They make butter
Culver's.
burgers. It's like a burger, and they put a bunch of butter on top because it's the Midwest and it's cold, and you kind of need that. But once again, I maybe had it once, and I was super young. Culver's, I'm putting that right next to Bojangles, and that's gonna be like my weird corner of places I haven't been to before. But Culver's is like my burger 2. That's like I'm gonna run 2 burgers, right? I have my In-N-Out and I have my Culver's. Because they're 2 different types, right? Your In-N-Out is your speedy, flashy running back who likes to run on the outside, but Culver's runs up the middle, has that power to him. So
Got that power.
But yeah, I think we fucked up making 10 podcasts about football when we could have just been doing like fantasy drafts this whole time. Maybe next week will be a fantasy draft podcast. We'll find out. We'll see how much
That would be fun.
how
I
many
did enjoy
numbers we
this.
do. Dude, we can make
Yeah.
a TikTok clip, like all these TikTok clips out of this. It's like, okay, fantasy draft with like whatever
Right.
TikTok song's popular.
I
And-
have seen those on TikTok.
dude.
This is not us. This is not us getting away from football. This is us realizing we can branch out as well.
Yeah.
We're still gonna talk about football and sports every episode.
Okay. We have
maybe we'll
off-season
add-
content
'cause
now.
Most
This
most
was
of the time
fun.
most of the time we go NFL news and
Mhm.
NFL takes and all that in first segment, and then we always do something in the
Mhm.
second. This could be like every once a month we do this as the second segment.
Okay, let's get some engagement in the comments. Who do you guys think won? Who has the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
7, what are they called, restaurants?
Yeah, I'll put it in on Twitter as well. I'll put it
Yeah.
on Twitter so people on Twitter can interact that too. I wrote them all down here.
I have a snub. I'll
Okay.
pick one snub.
Who's your undrafted
And
free
that-
agent?
Mine would be Pizza Hut if I had to pick an undrafted free agent because I don't have pizza, and it hurt not picking pizza.
Mine would be, I think, Sonic.
Okay.
Ooh, I can't believe we didn't pick. None of us picked Sonic.
Shout out to my girlfriend. Sonic is disgusting. She works there. It's nasty.
I bet. I
Dude,
can't believe no
still
one
eat
picked
it, though.
Wendy's.
Sonic, the food is so bad. Like, I get it for the drinks.
Fuck Subway.
My undrafted
Fuck
free agent,
Subway.
I think, is Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
God damn it! I didn't even think of it.
I had a smoothie there yesterday. It was
Dude.
pretty awesome.
Oh my god! If I would have thought about that, that would have been like my 3rd round pick. Oh
I actually
my
realized
God,
I
I'm
fucked up on my
dumb.
coffee too. I should have gone Dutch Bros because I love Dutch Bros, but I got Dunkin' instead, and Dunkin' is cheaper anyway. So
Dunkin's good. Dunkin's good.
I wish I didn't pick McDonald's. I would have picked Tropical Smoothie Cafe because I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. Damn it! I love their smoothies.
dude,
Shit.
you
Well-
guys want to wrap this up?
Shit happens. Yeah, we're getting kind of long. This is probably
We're at an hour
little-
10, but it was
hour
worth
10.
it. This is
Yeah,
fun.
It was fun. It was fun. We'll be doing more of this kind of content as well with the football side. We'll branch out. We'll see what works for us. I think that's all I have. I think Bengals won. They're interviewing Joe Burrow, so that means Bengals probably won.
Did I pick them?
You did. So
Hell
right now
yeah.
you are winning 1-0 to 0-1 both sides of the board. That's going to be all from us today. We'll see you next week we'll see what NFL Week 4 comes up, or if something else crazy comes up as well. We'll talk about that. So from Baylor, Aaron, and Ethan, have a great morning, good afternoon, great evening, and a good night. We'll see you next week.